Should we move on to new releases?
We can.
Sure.
There are some. I should look at them. I played one of them.
I played some of these as well. What did you play?
I played Aragami 2, but I gotta be honest, I really just played the tutorial.
I played the tutorial of Aragami 2 also.
Then I had to go to bed. I had to go to bed. I learned that I was sleepy and I had to go to bed. But
I was whelmed by it. I wasn't overwhelmed. I wasn't underwhelmed. I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. And then I was like, okay.
This is a stealth game?
It's a stealth game. It's
like Tenchu.
It is like Tenchu. I thought it'd be nicer looking than it is.
It seems like not polished in terms of like everything. At least, and again, we've only played the tutorial, but even like the tutorial, like when it's telling you what to do, it's just like, oh, go to the area. And you're like, all right, area, go to the area. And you're looking around like to see where the marker is. And there's a marker eventually, but it's not like clear. It just seems like maybe just the tutorial was rushed. Maybe they put that out last minute, and maybe it's like, but I don't know. It's on Game Pass, so fucking download it. Who cares? It's definitely worth.
Yeah, I think Game Pass did this game a disservice in a way because it's one of those games that you could pre-download, like you could pre-install, which they don't do for every Game Pass game. And every time I would turn on my Xbox, I'd get that little note in the corner. Don't forget the preload Aragami 2 coming soon.
How's that bad though?
It's bad because they were hyping this game up, but I'm expecting AAA production values in a game they've been telling me to download for a couple of months, and I download the game and I'm playing. I'm like,
you saying you saw these ads months ago and you got fired up? Okay,
yeah.
And I just heard about it when it came out. So
no, I've been getting this stupid not pop-ups, but like little ad in the bottom corner telling me to pre-install it for like 2 months now, and I'm like, what is this?
Fuck you.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's all right.
I feel like the tutorial. It really goes to show that you need to have a well thought out tutorial that's really like fully realized, because people will, especially like a Game Pass game, I'm sure they're financially incented if people play the game more. I'm sure it's not just like per download. And a lot of people are going to nope out. People are going to nope out after the tutorial if it's not super engaging, if it's just showing you like the basics of the game. And I
could say the same exact thing about I Am Fish.
I've played some of that. I played I Am Fish.
Yeah, it's all right.
I like that.
Again, I
played it with my kids.
What are you, a
we
fish?
Enjoyed it. You're a fish in a fish bowl. You're doing like Super Monkey Ball type stuff, going through environments that are getting larger as you go through them.
And you're a fish in a bowl and you're rolling around.
Yeah. I don't
cute.
think it undersold itself.
No, that one did not undersell itself. I'll give it that much. It's surprisingly large for, as a game. It's 10 gigs, which I feel is big for that kind of game, but that's unrelated.
I don't know. The environments seem pretty large.
I mean, I'll go back to it. I didn't uninstall that one yet.
Unlike the Ninja game.
I'll play that one.
Unlike the Ninja game, which I was just like, I get it.
I played all the way through SkateBIRD.
Oh yeah, how was that?
I got to the end of SkateBIRD.
As soon as I played like the first 2 minutes of this game, I said, Shipwreck's going to finish this game. I'm not going to ever play it again, and Shipwreck's going to finish it.
How are you doing on the Artful Escape?
Let's talk about SkateBIRD first.
Okay, first SkateBIRD.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm going to doze off.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. So SkateBIRD is very much, like the Tony Hawk goals. And
in bird form.
In bird form, it has all of the old Tony Hawk jank of like, good God, I just want to I just want to stand here and like just kind of move sideways so I can get lined up. But no, now I've wrecked again. And there's a lot of like retrying of things of some mechanic that I like about it that is like, I get really pissed off that I'm not able to do something, and I'm going to prove that I'm going to be able to do this.
Do you like that in a game?
I like that in Tony Hawk games. I don't like that in like a Dark Souls, right? Like it doesn't click with me.
Right.
But for some reason in a Tony Hawk sports like type thing where it's really quick to like restart it, right? It's like, oh, this is like a 2-minute mission, 3-minute mission. You screw up like a minute and a half through it. And you're like, screw it. Start it over again and let's try it again. And maybe this will be the run that something doesn't jank up the place. The problem with that game the most frustrating thing about it is once you get into some of the later levels, there's just like little like ledges like in front of ramps and stuff. And it's like, why did you put that little like rug right in front of the ramp that every time I go over it, it makes me trip? So that like to get onto the ramp, I have to jump. But when I jump, then I lose my momentum and it becomes cumbersome to get around some. But
you should email the president of the SkateBIRD company.
Yeah.
Register a complaint.
I beat it. I enjoyed it.
Nice. Excellent.
Let's talk Artful Escape. Wombat, you beat that game.
I did beat the Artful Escape. I know it's not technically a new release anymore, but I finished it. I like that game a lot. I know a lot of people were surprised that I finished it, Shipwreck included. But I mean, I've actually played games like this fairly often. It reminded me, it's similar in a sense of the genre of like a Call of the Sea. Is that the name of that game?
That's a game. Yeah.
Yeah. And have you ever play Stick It to the Man?
Mm-hmm.
Another like 4.5 hour game where there's really not much game there. It's more like an interactive movie, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Interactive experience, I think.
Interactive experience. Yeah. I like those when they don't make me sit through too much not moving or pushing of buttons.
See,
it's there's not really like cut scenes in that. It's not like a game like I don't know, like Watch Dogs, whatever the new one is, the one that came out last year, where I want to play the game and it's like 45 minutes until you're playing the game.
That was like 4 years ago, by the way.
Yeah, okay. No, that was like a year ago.
Was it?
And yeah, and it's all like cutscenes up front, and I'm like, I'm already bored. This at least it's like I get it. I'm spending most of my time running from left to right, sliding down hills, and holding a button and playing the guitar. And things are moving and it's loud and it's flourishy and I like the lights and the sounds, but at least there's movement there. And so I could get into that.
I'm playing this game. I'm pretty far along with it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the visuals. Visuals are really good.
Visuals are pretty cool.
I like the parts where you have to do the Simon Says games.
Yeah.
Where you're playing the music back to do the battles with people. The whole like I'm going to run left to right, holding down a button for like 5 minutes.
That's basically the whole game.
That's 90% of this game. And honestly, like I was falling asleep playing this game, but I would continue to run left to right and it was not impeding me at all.
That's maybe the idea.
I was just falling asleep.
That is the idea.
And then running left to right. And then
I would play this game for like a half hour before bed. And then I'd be like, all right, I'm ready for bed.
And I tweeted about this a little bit. Like that's kind of a staple of the Annapurna games with me. It's like, oh, this is really visually striking and has one mechanic to it that kind of hits.
Yeah, it's like that one where they made the boat building game with the girl on the boat, right? Where you have to build rooms.
That's Humble Bundle.
Oh, is that Humble Bundle?
That's a Humble.
Yeah, because that game I couldn't finish. But I think it's like part of the same genre of this game looks cool and it's really slow, but sometimes those games click. Like with me, the Artful Escape, it just clicked. I was like, I could do this. And the next thing I do, it was over. I mean, it's also really short.
Yeah, I looked at the reviews of it because I was just curious what people were saying about it. And it's got like an 80-something review score. And I'm just like, all right, I guess. There's not much of a game that's going on here, but it looks nice.
Mm-hmm. It's like a nice looking interactive experience, but it's not so much a game.
That's cool. That's good for Game Pass. That's like the type of game that could reach a much broader, reach a much broader audience, than it normally would be able to.
You need to check it out though, Chief.
Yeah, I will. I have it. I downloaded. I'm just gonna
make sure you have some caffeine first.
I had some.
I was gonna say not caffeine, other things.
Ooh, how about both?
Yeah.
Did you play it with your Xbox headphones on?
I did not. I probably should have.
I wonder if that's recommended.
There's an update for the Xbox headphones.
I feel like that's all going to be dependent on how much you like space guitar.
Yeah.
I do like. No, I played it at E3, so I know what it is. Like,
yeah,
I liked it. I thought it was cool.
If you like, Shine On You Crazy Diamond, the Pink Floyd song.
Yeah, I like that.
If you like that 9-minute guitar solo at the beginning,
right?
That's basically the whole game.
If I saw Laser Pink Floyd at the Vanderbilt Planetarium, would I like this game?
Then
enjoyed it.
Then you would like this game.
Good.
It's basically that video.
You're like holding down the X button.
Yeah, because there's a
I
lot
like that. I'm good at that. I can do that all day.
You're gonna be pushing to the right and holding down the X button, and that's literally 90% of the game.
That's fine. I'm good. I can do that.
We're talking about the Artful Escape, as the chat room is curious.
Yes. Then that's on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I got a code for, where is it? I lost the name of the game.
Oh, I know what it was.
Crisis Wing. Oh. Crisis Wing.
Wow, that's a different one. What's Crisis Wing?
Crisis Wing. So Cheapy got a PR email about this, and he immediately sent it to me with the note, "You like this shit." and I looked at it and went, "Yep, I'm gonna request this." So it's a East Asia software shmup. So it looks like a 32-bit era vertical scrolling shmup.
That's cool. I'm on there.
Yeah.
I'm in.
It's $8. I'm playing it on Xbox on the Series X. That's the name of these things, right? It's the new thing.
Yep, the big black box.
The big black box, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The one is shaped like a shoebox.
I love that shape.
Yeah. So it's very fluid. There's no like real frills or like change ups to any kind of gameplay with it, but it plays nice and it's fun and crisp. So it's your standard, I'm in a spaceship and I'm picking up power-ups, and it's going to change it to like, oh, this power makes me shoot missiles, this one sprays out to the sides, this one's like,
I know, I'm familiar with those games.
Yeah, you know this shit.
I know you like that shit.
Yeah. So it's very good. It looks like it pops up a lot of achievements early on, which I think they might be doing that because it's super annoying to be playing a shmup when the achievements are popping up where your ship is at the bottom of the screen. So I think they're trying to get those all out of the way early, I think.
Right.
It's got boss rush mode and I don't know, co-op. It's got two players.
Nice.
For $8, I think it's a quality shmup.
It's a Switch game, Crisis Wing.
It is a Switch game. I think it's on everything. I played it on Xbox.
Oh, you did? I didn't see it on Xbox. At least on the list.
Nice.
Cool.
What else we got here?
World War Z Aftermath. Anyone playing that?
I am. You gave me a code.
I did. I sent you the code. I sent you both codes.
But I haven't played it yet.
I had actually heard about World War Z Aftermath because I read an article that they put out even though the game came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is like a big update. This is really, I think, just an update to a game or maybe it's like the full release. Is that what it is? Like,
I'm not sure. I know
like early access, maybe.
I don't know.
But apparently they added a first-person mode to a third-person game that has existed for a couple of years.
What did they add?
First-person mode.
Oh, okay. All right. I got really confused by what they added, first person or third person.
Yeah, they added first person. It was always third person. And it got like some pretty good write-ups. So I heard about it and I was like, oh, this sounds cool. And then before I knew it, Wombat was sending codes in my DMs, all up in my DMs. So I actually checked it out today. And I played about 45 minutes of it, maybe longer. Wombat, you're not going to like it because you can't pause it.
And I played a little bit of it when I got a code for the Xbox, and I played a round as well. I died, so it wasn't too long, but
I mean, if you're looking for Left 4 Dead, this is basically Left 4 Dead,
but with a lot more zombies on screen at once.
Yes, and it looks really cool when those zombies come. So you got to wait. You got an Xbox code?
Mm-hmm.
I want an Xbox code.
I will see what I could do.
I'm more likely to play it on that probably because I thought it was pretty fun. Like I played against some randos, and I played solo, which worked well too. And yeah, it's basically there's a lot of different guns. You can play third person or first person, and it's Left 4 Dead. I mean
and you'll be like going through the world, and you'll hit a point where like it'll say warning, zombie horde approaching. And then you turn around and it's like 1,000 zombies start running at you on the screen.
It gives you a chance to set up defenses like mortars and electrified fences and stuff. But it's just like the movie. They pour it. There's one where there's like an old stadium and the stadium doesn't have a roof. And they're like pouring in through the roof. Or it's really cool when sometimes the goals or like the zombies have to get over a fence or something. And they climb up on each other, just like in the movies to get over the fence, and it looks awesome. And you're throwing grenades down, and like the bodies are just getting blown everywhere. It's really pretty cool. How's the performance on Xbox?
I had no issues, but I don't know how it compares to PC because I only know what I know, and what I know is it's fine.
It looked pretty cool. Like, yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I was impressed. I'd play that again, especially if it was on Xbox.
Well, it is, but yes.
I mean, if it was on my Xbox for free.
I understand.
Let me clarify. I wonder if it has HDR and all that good shit.
I believe so, but don't quote me.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got?
I got an early access code for a game called Potioncraft on PC.
Okay.
And I've been playing some of that.
Do you craft potions?
You do. It's not just a clever name. So this is, imagine any of those like cooking games where you have customers coming to the store, and it looks like kind of like a tapestry type of thing because you're medieval times and all the graphics kind of look like if you imagine kind of the artwork that was in a tapestry type thing. And they come to the store, but they're not really like telling you, hey, I want a health potion, right? They're telling you about their tale of whatever they're looking for, and you're like, they're looking for a potion of some sort, and so you have to decide, okay, this person needs a health potion, or this person needs a fire potion, that type of thing. And then so you go back into your back room and you do your little crafting mini games, which are very chill. You got like your little mortar thing there that you're stirring up the ingredients with, and you go out to your garden and pick different ingredients and everything like that. And it's got like you learn there's like a map of ingredients and spells that you can get to different potions by, and they all have like different kind of like dotted lines on a map. Each of them has a different pattern depending on what ingredient it is. So you have to like mix the ingredients based on patterns to get to like where the potion ends up at. So that's kind of a fun thing to it. But on top of that, it also has like this whole morality thing. Like somebody might come to you looking for like a potion, and they're like looking for a poison, but it seems shady.
Right.
So you can either like give them the poison, or maybe you want to give them a health potion. I haven't quite figured out the whole morality part because I didn't know it was happening until I'm like, oh, I guess maybe I wasn't supposed to give that guy a poison when he looked really shady. So,
I mean, you don't know what a shady guy's going to do with that poison. He's going to poison someone.
Right. I was just doing my job, man.
Right.
I was just making potions.
Oh my God, it's so late in the show and we haven't like done so much.
And we haven't done the ad yet.
Right.
We played so many games.
They're so busy.
Yeah.
I know.
So Potioncraft, I think it's all right.
All right.
All right. Let's do our ad before you get mad at us.